In this video I'm going to show you exactly how to install Laravel 10 and Filament Admin Panel 3.0. I'm going to be doing this the quickest way possible, and that's to utilize Laravel's built-in local web development server called Artisan Serve. Before that, we need to make sure we've got the necessary tools installed on our computer. First of all, we're going to look at installing Composer. If you've already got Composer installed on your machine, please feel free to skip this part. I've added all the section links in the description below. Okay, first of all, we're going to install Composer. Composer is a tool for dependency management in PHP. It allows you to declare the libraries for your project depends on, and it'll manage and install and update them for you. So this is to say that a Laravel project depends on many small packages that are pulled from elsewhere. Composer allows you to do that automatically. Every time you fire up a new project, Composer will look for all the dependencies for that Laravel project and download them and keep them updated for you. Okay, so then we're going to head over and look at the download. So these commands here we're going to run one by one in the command line, which we need to go ahead and open terminal. Okay, so there's two ways you can install Composer. Initially you can install it on a project by project basis, which means every Laravel project you create you could install Composer inside effectively, and then that would download all the packages for that specific Laravel project. Or a more common approach would be to install it on a global level, which means installing it further down the path than what the project folder is. Okay, so let's have a look what that looks like. If we open a terminal and we navigate to, this is a Mac, so on a Mac we navigate to /user/local/bin. As you can see, I already have Composer installed, but if I didn't, what I do in this folder, I would run these commands one by one. So first of all, download the installer to the current directory. Second of all, we're going to verify the hash file. Third, we're going to run the installer, and then fourth, that will remove the installer. Okay, and so once you've run those commands, you'll have a folder that looks similar to this, i.e. it now contains Composer, as that is installed on the global level. And to check that that's worked correctly, we're going to run Composer-v, which checks for the version, and we can see that we have Composer installed, version 2.6. Okay, so at this point it's probably worth checking what version of PHP you've got. Laravel 10 requires a version of PHP of 8.1, so if we type php-v, you can see I'm using 8.1.4. If your version of PHP is lower than this, you'll need to upgrade it, and that'll be covered in a separate video. Okay, once we've got Composer installed, we're going to head over to laravel.com to the documentation version 10. We're going to look to create a new Laravel project. So we're going to use this command, create project, and you can rename your project here. I'm just going to use the basic example app. Then we're going to jump into our terminal, and this depends on where you want to put the project. This is where I'm putting it today. So this will create a project called example app within this folder. I'm just going to give that some time to run. So the way it works is now Composer's out there searching for all the packages to put together Laravel, and as you can see now, it's running all the different packages and all the different dependencies and installing them into our project. And the Laravel project is now installed. So if we want to navigate over to the project that we just created, now you can see that is the Laravel project right there, example app. And of course, what we want to do now is see, as per the documentation, we're going to run the Laravel project in artisan serve. So we navigate to the project directory and run php artisan serve. This will serve the local development server, and it's running at this IP address here. So we can copy this, http 127.0.0.1 port 8000, and if everything is working correctly, we should be returning a Laravel project, which we are. That's the home screen for Laravel. So we have Laravel installed now. Next we want to install Filament Admin PHP, but before we can do that we need to install Livewire, as Filament depends on Livewire to run. Okay, so we're going to head over to Livewire. Livewire is a modern full stack framework for Laravel that makes building dynamic interfaces simple without leaving the comfort of Laravel. So if you're not heavy on JavaScript, if you're not really good at that kind of stuff, Laravel does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, and you can work within PHP. Okay, so let's head over to the docs, and we're going to install the latest Livewire. I'm just going to open up my project folder again. Okay, and there we're going to install Livewire. Okay, we'll just give that a second to run. Okay, once Livewire is installed, we're going to head over to Filament Admin Panel. This is the admin panel. We're going to go for version 3. And then we're going to install using this command here, composer require filament. Okay, while that's installing, let's have a look at the installation requirements for 3. PHP 8.1, Laravel 10, Livewire 3. So we've got all those things in place now that Filament is dependent on. And it looks like in Filament version 3 we've also got to install the panels flag, which is new. Don't think they have that on version 2. No. Take a look. Okay, so that's finished. We've got Filament Admin installed. We're going to run the second command, install panels. Admin is the ID. Okay. So now if we head back over to our Laravel project, and you can find the admin panel /admin. And this is our Filament admin dashboard sign in. So first we want to create a new database. To do that, we're going to open our project in a code editor. We're going to go to the env file, and then we are going to edit out MySQL for SQLite, and we're going to replace the database with the path to our new database, which we've not yet created, but it will be in the file database, and we'll call it database.sqlite. Okay. As for the host, we can comment out the host, the port, and the username and the password. As soon as they were using SQLite, save this. Now we're going to navigate to our database folder, and in there we want to create a new database. Database SQLite. See if that's made it. There it is. And then back out of this folder into the main directory. Now we're going to try and migrate our database tables. PHP artisan migrate. Okay, let's run the tables. So next we want to try and create an admin user. PHP artisan make filament dash user. So this is where we find out if our migrations have worked, because there needs to be a user table, obviously, to create this admin user. Okay, so now if we open up our Laravel site, back to the admin, just give that a quick refresh. Okay, and put in these credentials that we just created for the admin user. See if we can log in. No. We get a nice error there. So what's that? For the database path. Alright. Let's have a look in the EMB. So it seems like the error is to do with this. I've seen this somewhere. Let me comment this out and put no path. This has worked for me in the past, by the way. But it seems like today it's not gonna. Let's just comment that out and save it. See if we can go in again. And there we are, into the Filament dashboard. We've got the dark theme, the light theme, and that's about it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really helps out the channel. For more web development content, you can follow me on X and LinkedIn, The Chilled Coder. Thanks again for watching. Ciao.